Hello and welcome to another exciting video. In this video we'll talk about the rendering and the animation and the walkthroughs of the Lumion. In the previous video we went to the basics of Lumion, how to place and how to fill the material and texture. In this video we'll talk about how to render the final outcome and how to create um, walkthroughs. So when our model is complete and we have placed all the objects and people and placed all the materials and all, then we'll just go to photo. So photo is basically for the still image, a photograph. So I'll just randomly place a camera and click a photo. So there you can see that it's a very basic one. Then we'll add the realistic uh, texture. From here we can add the sun, the skies. It's not the greenery isn't visible here around here because it's not loaded. It's not loading because it's a complex vegetation and it has a lot of detail, that's why. So yeah, so when for example, if the camera is like you can click here to go back to the photograph which we took, and after adjusting these things like temperature and all, once we're satisfied with the outcome, we can render it through here. This will ask us about the quality. So what I would suggest is initially we just go with the email version, which is a low quality photograph, but the Lumion has a thing that it shows something else and sometimes the outcomes a bit different. So once we have created the email and you're satisfied with the outcome, then we can go and move forward to the poster one, which is the HD version of our photograph. So this is for the photograph, and we also have a different option where we can render our all the captured images all together. And like for example, if we're rendering this particular shot an email and we're satisfied with it, and then we're moving forward to the other one, and then we're done with all of the other images, then we can finally render the poster image through here, which is the Ultra HD version of it. So yeah, this is for the image. And for the walkthroughs, this movie column is for the walkthroughs. So you might able to see that I have already created a walkthrough, two walkthroughs. So I'll create a new one here. So I'll just click on record, and I'll just select where the camera position will be when the video starts. For example, if it's right here, and I'll click, then the camera moves from there to here, and yeah. So I also have an option where I can select the duration of the clip, like at what speed will the clip move. So once we're done with this, we'll just copy the effect. We'll just create a new one, realistic. So as you can see, the walkthrough is almost uh, satisfactory, but the cars and the people are already still. So for that, we'll select the animation. In the animation column, we have this mass move effect. So we'll select this effect and we'll click on edit. Now this has three options right here. So one is to place a movement, one is to edit the path, and other one is for deleting it. So we'll just place. So I'll just place from right here, starting point to the end. Yes. Now after placing the path, we have an option of adjusting the width of the path and the speed in which the object will move. Like for example, the cars. So cars will be running at 60 kilometers per hour, and we have a option where we can deselect all the other ones for like humans and other imported objects. We'll only select the desired object which we intend to move. So once that's done, we'll just click on play, and the car started running. I'll just delete this one, and I'll show you uh, one more thing, which is the path. For example, I'm placing it right here. By pressing Control, I can add the path in which I want my object to run. So by selecting the width and the speed, the object will start running at the desired path which I intended to be moving like. It's good when we sort of want it for the object to go in a certain specific directions. So for example, if I'm placing it right here, pressing control, and I want the cars to go there, I'm selecting the width and the speed. So yeah, also the humans. So once everything is placed and the path is been set, you just press on this icon and we can see the walkthrough where the movements are happening and the camera is moving. So this sort of this looks something like this after the placements of the objects, rendering it and giving them a desired path. You can also place a camera which is still by just clicking it once. Like if I click it once, so it will have a 2-second clip which I'll reduce to 8. So we'll have the 8-second clip, and after adding the movements we'll have which we have something which will look like this. So yep, uh, and when we're satisfied with the outcome, we just do the same procedure which we did in the photograph. We'll just render the clip through here for a specific clip, and if we want all of the clips we'll just render it through here. And this also has a certain set in which we can select the entire movie. We can have image sequence, like for example if it's 30 frames per second, so it will uh, render each and every image, and it will be saved as an image format. And if we want to save the current frame, which is the single frame without the movements and all, so we can go and try this. So once so the in the initial stage we can just do this current frame, and we can do the email render, which is the low quality one, so that we get the idea of the lighting and environment and how that looks. And once we're all set and we are like, yeah, it's good to go, then we can select the entire movie. We can just select the frames, 200 frames per second, but I would suggest we should go for 30 or 60. 60 is fine, but 60 takes time, and the quality of the outcome, which is full HD, is preferable and Ultra HD is as per the requirement. So yeah, so this is the basic of Lumion rendering and animation. So each and every object which we place uh, will be, yeah, we also have some objects which are like birds and butterflies and all, which automatically moves, so we don't have to give them a path to follow. So yeah, thank you for watching.